In my hand here, I have a first aid kit from Surviveware. This is the large first aid kit for extended camping trips. Now take a look at this bad boy. Let's start with the stats real quick. This runs $100. This weighs 4 pounds, 4.5 ounces. It measures 10 inches long, 7¼ inches tall, and it has a depth of 5 inches. The bag itself is made from a 600 denier polyester. This is a 200-piece kit. And it features some of the best organizing that I've ever seen when it comes to a first aid kit. I think you guys will agree with me on this. Now when it comes to this pouch, as you can see, it has a grab handle here at the top. It also features a grab handle on the side, so you can carry this in multiple ways. Now this is the first aid kit. And as you guys can see, there is a lot to this system. Now what I immediately liked about this kit is how everything is organized. So right off the bat, let me ask you all this. Have you all seen a first aid kit that is organized in such a way? I personally haven't seen a first aid kit that has detailed sections where you can look at the pouch, you can look at the first aid kit and say, oh, okay, that's where I need to find bandages, band-aids, and so on. Let's say that you actually are in a situation where you need the first aid kit and something serious. Adrenaline's pumping, you're excited, you open up the kit. Yeah. This makes it so simple. You can actually read the labels and see where each component is, so you can simply grab it. In those serious emergency moments, that's a pretty big deal, that's pretty important. Resuscitation, wound care, bites, stings, burns, choking. There's a whole list of different things here that give you instructions on what to do. With this kit here, something else that I've noticed is that every single component has its own plastic baggie that is Ziploc. So everything here is highly water resistant.
This is a first aid kit from Surviveware, and contrary to popular opinion, at least my opinion has been that pre-made first aid kits generally suck. So when I got this in, I was like, hopefully this doesn't suck as bad as the vacuum cleaner that I have that doesn't work. You like that cheesy joke? I do. Anyways, this does not suck. It is an amazing piece of equipment, top quality construction with a lot of quality medical gear inside of it. So we're gonna have a look at this and check out the features and all that kind of good stuff. So before we crack this open, a few highlights. Number one, this is 100% waterproof, stormproof zipper, and welded seams. And I did not believe this to be the case, so I had to get myself some proof. I honestly don't think I've ever heard of a company that can brag on an IPX7 rating for their first aid kit, but Surviveware can do that. And I couldn't remember offhand what IPX7 stood for, so I had to have a look. And here you go. It basically means that you can hold this underwater, or it can be submerged underwater for 30 minutes up to a depth of 1 meter, which is great. You know, if you spend a lot of time out in the water, that waterproof rating is going to be awesome for you. Now, next up, labeled compartments. Good Lord, this gave me all the warm and fuzzies I ever needed on planet Earth, because this is so easy to find what you want. And if you are dealing with a medical emergency, you're already under stress, you're already under duress, and you don't want to be digging into a black hole to find those important medical components.
So now that we have all the supplies of the waterproof first aid kit laid out, on the left, all of these are the supplies that do not have an expiry date. So they only need to be replaced once they've been used. Not the shears, of course, but like your conforming bandages, only replace those when they have been used. However, on the right, these have a shelf life, and we want to make this video just so that you're aware of it. So we've got the wound dressing. That has 3 years, and you'll see that it's got a little icon on there that shows you a date, and that is going to be the expiry date. So use this as a reference point. All of the products have these dates on them so that you can always see it. The hydrogel, they've got a separate expiry date on it, which is 4 years. We have the wound closures pocket, which contains the larger adhesive dressings. They have a shelf life of 3 years. We've got the combine dressing. Once again, it's got a little logo. It'll show you there. That's 3 years. And then we have the cleaning wipes, which is the sting relief wipe, the antiseptic towelette, as well as the alcohol wipe. And all of these have imprinted on the bottom of each of the wipes. They've got a date in there, so it'll show you how long you have until it expires. And for all three of those supplies, it's 5 years. Then we've got the cotton gauze swab. That's 3 years. You can see that on the icon. We got the non-adhesive dressing for the large wounds, and if you get a burn, but they also expire after 3 years. And then we've got our standard adhesive bandages. Those are also 3 years, and it'll have it on the front as well. So once you get to 3 years or 5 years, go to your local pharmacy and just replace these so that your kit is always up to date and you're ready to take action when you need to.
The Adventure Medical Kit's Whitetail Kit is ideal for the sportsman who enjoys day trips or going out with a few friends for a long weekend. When you open up the kit, you'll find that everything is organized by injury with our Easy Care First Aid system. The zippered, labeled compartments with clear windows make it easy to spot what you need while protecting the contents from the elements. This kit has all the compartments you need to cover your basic medical needs for common ailments that sportsmen encounter. From blisters, sprains and strains, muscle aches, or more serious bleeding wounds, you'll find the hospital-quality tools you need to treat them and information on how to treat them. Arguably, the most important part of any Adventure Medical Kit is Dr. Eric Weiss's comprehensive guide to wilderness and travel medicine. With instructions written by a physician trained in emergency and wilderness medicine, this book guides you in how to handle emergencies when medical care isn't close at hand. My favorite feature of this book is the when to worry tips, intended to help you identify situations in which immediate medical evacuation may be necessary. The Whitetail is a solid kit that provides you with the tools and information about how to handle any common injuries or ailments you may encounter in the field.
The Sportsman Series 400 kit empowers you to provide high-quality first aid to several people and explore the wilderness with greater security. Every kit features a unique external map listing all its contents. Inside the kit are clear pockets that are organized and labeled by injury, so you know exactly where to reach. The wound care pocket features an irrigation syringe to clean wounds, butterfly closure bandage to close wound edges, and sterile dressings to protect wounds. The cuts and scrape section includes our exclusive Easy Open technology, easy access bandages, antibiotic ointment, tincture of benzoin, and wipes, including medications that treat allergic reactions, itches, pain and fever, inflammation, and diarrhea. Fracture and sprain items include a 36 by 4 inch C-split, plus a wide variety of wraps and bandages to immobilize and support fractures. Adventure Medical Kit's exclusive manual, a comprehensive guide to wilderness and travel medicine, is an indispensable resource that provides instructions for diagnosis and treatment, illustrates life-saving and trip-extending solutions, and includes step-by-step detailed guidance for using your kit's contents. It's like having a doctor in your bag. Take life-saving trauma supplies with you and leave the larger kit at base camp. This lightweight waterproof trauma pack has supplies to administer CPR and to stop severe bleeding, featuring a Wound Stop trauma bandage and SWAT T tourniquet. The Wound Stop is an all-in-one trauma bandage in a compact, lightweight package. With its built-in 4-inch by 7-inch trauma pad, 3-yard elastic bandage, and sturdy closure bar, the Wound Stop trauma bandage is an indispensable tool for stopping major bleeds. A versatile trauma tool, the SWAT T is a go-to tourniquet for military, EMS, and civilians alike. Simply stretch, wrap, and tuck to stop bleeding quickly in an emergency. The SWAT T can also be used as a pressure dressing, elastic bandage, shoulder sling, and more. The Sportsman Series medical kits provide you with the highest quality first aid supplies and medical information based on the most current guidelines in wilderness emergency medicine. Be prepared for your next adventure by ordering your kit today.